All right, what's up, everybody? It's Jake here. Welcome back to the Jake Fletcher Show. And if it's your first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, obliterate the like button, or depending on what platform you're listening or watching from, leave us a comment, leave us a 5-star review, share this video with anybody that you think might benefit from it, and really would appreciate that. Helps us out, helps us to sidestep that little algorithm and get us out there to a wider audience. So thank you so much in advance. So today I want to just jump right into it. I'm talking about today timing, and more specifically, when is it the right time? Well, the right time to do what? The right time to start a business, the right time to start a diet, the right time to start a workout plan, the right time to do any type of major life change whatsoever that you can think of, okay? Now, the answer in short to when is it the right time is, drumroll please, when you know what the first step is, okay? So this is a crucial thing for us to not only learn, but to internalize, because once it's internalized, then it's something that we don't really have to think about anymore. It becomes a part of who we are. Okay, so let's give an example of somebody who, right now it's November 9th. We're going into the holiday season. It's going to be Thanksgiving soon. It's going to be Christmas. It's going to be the New Year, Hanukkah, everything. And there are going to be lots of people who say, well, I'll start a new diet in the new year, or I'll start a new workout plan in the new year. Well, let me just tell you that, that's not the best strategy, and here's why, okay? The people who are going to get the best results, the biggest strides, and the quickest results are not the same people who are going to be starting that gym membership on January 1st. They're not the same people who are going to be starting that diet on January 1st. Why? Because the people who are making the biggest strides and getting the best progress and best results are going to be the people who are starting that now, all right? Now, this might seem sort of intuitive or sort of inherent to you, but how many times have you heard somebody say, oh yeah, I'm going to start my new workout routine or new diet or whatever in the new year, and then here comes the new year, and maybe best case scenario, they do it for like a week or two or something like that, and then next thing you know, they're falling off of the bandwagon, right? Or falling off of the wagon. I know I've personally seen that a lot of times. I thought of this because I recently spoke with somebody who I did the 75 hard challenge. They were asking me about it. They were like, oh, I'm going to start the 75 hard challenge in the new year. Now, no judgment on that person. That might end up working out well for them. But what I'm here to tell you guys is that by and large, all in all, the people who are ready to start now with those big life changes, starting a new career, maybe it's breaking up with somebody or ending relationships that are toxic in your life, whatever it is. As soon as you know what that first step is, it's going to benefit you the most to do it as soon as you know what that step is, okay? So if it's starting a new business, what's your first step in starting a new business? Writing a business plan. What are you going to do? You're going to wait until January 1st to start working on your business plan? No, you should start working on your business plan now, and that way when January 1st comes, you're already in action, right? Nobody's coming for you. Nobody's coming to help you out. Nobody's coming to make sure that you do the things that you're supposed to do. Nobody's coming to make sure you wake up early to go get that workout. Nobody's coming to make sure that you're taken care of, okay? It's a cutthroat world out there, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry to say, but you probably already know this. And what's the best strategy is to learn how to be your own accountability partner. When I first got into real estate, you do a lot of like cold calling and prospecting for business as a real estate agent. And there are some agents that it's hard for them to do that, and they need accountability partners. Now, since day one, that concept always just seemed kind of weird to me. Like what? I need somebody in order for me to be accountable. Now, again, this is no disrespect, no shade on anybody who feels like they need an accountability partner. If that's a stepping stone to you being your own accountability partner, then that's great. But if you're always relying on somebody else to hold you accountable so that you can get to the next step or the next level, you're going to get to that next step or that next level way later than you would have if you had learned how to be your own accountability partner, okay? So learn how to be accountable for yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, like I said, nobody's coming for you. Nobody's coming to pay my bills. Nobody's coming to do my prospecting. Nobody's coming to make this podcast for me right now, which would be weird because it's the Jake Fletcher show. But the point is that nobody is going to do the work for you. You have to learn how to be a person of action if you want the goals that you have to become plans, and for those plans to become reality. And it takes consistent action every day, or if you're sick, that's take a sick day if you need to, but as many 364 days a year, every single day that you're not bedridden and sick. And even if you're bedridden, try to do something, right? But the people of action are the people who are taking the biggest steps in life. They're the people who are getting the best results, okay? So learn how to be your own accountability partner. Learn to not have to rely on other people to hold you accountable to your goals, okay? Like whether it's your partner, your parents, or your kids, or who knows, right? You are the person who needs to hold you accountable. If you can't learn to hold yourself accountable, you're doomed to fail, okay? This brings me to my next thought here is, what drives me to be accountable to myself is I think, who do I want to be, right? What's my vision for my life? What's my vision for who I am, who I'm becoming, and who I will one day be, right? So ask yourself, who do you want to be? Do you want to be somebody who just runs their mouth and talks a big talk and everything? Every time people hear them, they're like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I'm planning to do this, I plan to do that, right? Or do you want to be the person who makes shit happen? I can tell you from my own life, as being somebody who is a person of action, I've always been somebody who makes shit happen. And people depend on me and rely on me to be that person. I will do whatever needs to be done, even when I don't feel like doing it, in order for that to be done, okay? In order for whatever that is that needs to happen, okay? Do you have that level of dedication? On those days when you're sick and you're more or less bedridden, are you still opening up your email and making your emails happen and working on the other aspects of your business that you're able to, right? Even on the days when you don't feel like it, right? Getting 1% better every day. Within 100 days, you'll be 100% better. Within 365 days, you'll be 365% better, right? So that's the goal. We want to get a little bit better each day, right? And that doesn't happen by sitting around and waiting for things to happen for you or happen to you. You got to get out there. You got to take your gloves. You got to put your boxing gloves on, right? Or maybe take them off and wrap your knuckles, tape them up, and bare knuckle it out, right? Sometimes that's what it calls for. But the point is, you need to step into the ring. You need to take that action. As soon as you know what that first step is, don't wait any longer. Okay. There's a saying that's fire, ready, aim, or ready, fire, aim, or something like that. The point is that you take action, you fire, and then you worry about the results later, right? Now, this is, there are different ways that people interpret that, and there's different ways to kind of say that saying, so to speak. But at the end of the day, the point of it is that you need to take action, okay? Whether you're taking calculated action now or you're taking action and then calculating it later on, figuring out where it could have been better or whatever, that's up to you, right? But the point is, take action, get in it. And, the side kind of benefit of that is the more action you take, the more you become a person of action, the more self-confidence you're going to gain, right? Because you're out there, you're a practitioner in your field, or you're, somebody who's not afraid to have those tough conversations, or, you're somebody that other people look up to make things happen, right? And what comes along with that, as sort of an unintended consequence, is you will now gain a lot more self-confidence, not just in yourself individually, but in whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's a new business or, it's your workout or your diet or whatever. The more that you put your actions into that, the more experience that you're going to get, the more comfortable you're going to get. It's not going to seem so scary anymore. And as a result, you're going to gain more self-confidence. Now, who are people that other people look up to or get good vibes about or respect? Are they people who have low self-confidence or people who have a high degree of self-confidence? I'll let you answer that yourself. I think you already know the answer. So, who do you want to be? Do you want to be somebody who runs their mouth and, has a low self-confidence, or do you want to be somebody who takes action that other people look up to and respect? All right. So, this I wanted this one to be kind of a short, concise message here. So I'll leave you guys with this final point. Mantras are real. The power of words are real. You can speak into existence, think and speak into existence certain things before they happen, right? For example, like before I took my real estate test back in the day, I was, taking the actions to work on it and learn it and study it and everything. And in my mind, I was already visualizing myself as being an actively licensed real estate agent, closing deals, all of that stuff, right? And passing that test and doing so with flying colors, okay? Now, when it came time to do the test, since I had already gone through the scenario a million times in my head, I was completely undaunted, I was completely unintimidated, and I was completely confident in what I was doing. So, these thoughts that you have, whatever it is about, whether it be your business, starting a business, like I said, or whatever the scenario is, right? You want to visually imagine yourself already at that level. You want to also, if you want to amplify it, have some kind of mantra. Like let's take the business, starting a new business. So you could have a mantra every day that you repeat to yourself, like, when you first wake up 10 times, or maybe you go full on meditation for 10 minutes or 20 or 30 minutes and you're repeating to yourself, let's say that you have a food truck business. Okay. That's what you're starting. You can repeat to yourself your mantra. My food truck is the most popular food truck in town. We are so successful that we're opening up in-store locations, or whatever it is that you want your mantra to be. You can craft that to, be around that success already having happened, okay? Now what you're doing is you're speaking something into the universe, and the universe is going to hear that and is going to vibrate it back to you, okay? I know I might be getting a little, hocus pocusy for some people, but trust when I say that mantras are real, okay? Mantras are how I got out of depression. I had a mantra every day that I would wake up. This is my early 20s when I was just not really feeling good about my life. And I would wake up every day and my mantra was, I choose to be happy today. Nobody can control how I act or react to anything. And I repeated that to myself every single day, right? Every single day, multiple times a day, in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. And that was my mantra. And that was a big part of how I got out of depression and how I still am, not depressed. I still use mantras to this day. And you can also use mantras from a standpoint of gratitude. If you do gratitude, some people journal them. I like to just say them and speak them out because I believe that sound vibrations have power. I swear to God, I'm not like a horoscope person or anything like that, but there are certain things that I do believe, and sound is a vibrational frequency. It has a physical relationship with the world around us. Why do you think when you stand in front of a subwoofer that's pumping out bass that it can actually like move your clothes or your hair and stuff like that? Sound has actual physical power. It physically penetrates the molecules in our body. So use mantras and the power of thought to your advantage, but here is a very, very, very important context. None of that stuff works. None of the mantras or thinking things into existence, or like if you've read the book The Secret, right, in the power of manifestation and stuff, none of that stuff works at all if you don't put action behind it. If you're not putting action behind your thoughts and your plans and your goals and these mantras that you're ascribing to yourself and putting out into the universe, if there aren't actions behind that, consistent, everyday actions, regardless of how you feel, then it all is for nothing. It doesn't matter for shit. If you don't put actions behind those intentions, then you might as well just give up, okay? So it comes down to the action. And when is the right time to take that action? When you know the first step, all right? This has been a very concise episode of the Jake Fletcher Show. And as always, if you have not already, obliterate the subscribe button, smash the like button, ring the notification bell, leave me a review, a comment, download this podcast, share it with a friend, share it on your social media. All that stuff helps us out in the algorithm. And if you need any real estate help worldwide or in the greater Miami area, my contact information is below. And until then, I'll see you guys on the next episode of the Jake Fletcher Show. Sell smart, buy bold. Peace.